Welcome to the Talk It Out Show. I'm your host, Joanne. We would like to let you know that this show is for entertainment purposes only. If you want to look us up on Facebook or Twitter, go ahead and look us up at Talk It Out Show. And if you need to email us, go ahead and email us at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. Now, if you need to physically send anything to us, send it to our P.O. Box at P.O. Box 901043, Portland, Oregon 97290. All right, well, as you know, it is the Joanne and Leah Show.
Hello, everyone. We are here now.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Hump Day Wednesday.
Hello,
We are here. Hope everybody's doing good and well. It's a nice day, but it'll be cold here where we're at right now. It's definitely winter time where we're at, you guys.
Yes, it is. Winter time.
We be down in the 30s, the lows be no joke, okay? And then if it try to be high, it'd be like 40s or low 50s. So we be cold, y'all.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I think that's the hard part about right now is because the weather and the temperatures are dropping so much. It's so hard when you're dealing with a pandemic because people are getting just the regular colds and regular sniffles and things like that. And people are, it's scary. They're like, get nervous, and stuff like that. I know for me, I'm all constant. If one of the girls is sniffing anything, I'm hurrying up, checking their temperatures, all this stuff, trying to make sure that they are okay. So, but of course, I try to keep everybody full of vitamins and all kinds of things like that. So, it's been pretty interesting. One of my kids though, because the kids they don't want the schools don't want you to bring the kids over there if they have any that kind of stuff like that. So I did. I left one of mine at home today because it's. I left all of them there, but one was really. She just said my nose is feeling weird. And I'm like, what? Feeling weird? But at least she's not normally congested. If she has had any issues, it would be like the croupy coughs or stuff like that. So she's the one not used to being congested or having a stuffy nose. So that was kind of throwing her off. But my other daughter had one, last week anyway. So I think it's just, especially when you guys are around you and everybody's coughing and just having issues or whatever. I just making sure we having our teas and tinctures and doing what we're supposed to do. So we are discussing. We were discussing before we came on.
Yes.
Joanne had took a little something yesterday.
Yeah.
That was very, very medicated, and I was acting very strange, and I involved a lot of people I involved the people I needed involved to help me get through it. And I think, even though no matter how high I was, I did not involve the people that I did not want to involve, and you know who those were. So I'm very proud of myself in that sense, because I would have been like, oh my God, trying to involve everybody.
Yeah.
No. So I'm grateful that when I was in that state that I did call the right people to me. And I had already I told you to put you on the list anyway for the girls' school and all that stuff. So, and then I was still conscious enough to be able to send messages to those people to say that I was having you come pick up too.
Mind you, I don't know what we was going through.
Man.
Like, we had so much going on that day anyway. And then she called and so we just was adding a whole bunch. And then it was just like, because I have a little car. The big car, well, I would have known anyway, because I didn't know until I was picking up my daughter anyway. So even if the other truck was working, it's still in the way. So I had a little car, had a car seat in the back. Only two people could fit after that, and then you had me and Ciroc in the front. And so then we had to go pick up her girls, and that's three. So we were in the back seat was like sardines. We had a car seat with my grandbaby, my daughter, and then her three girls. And they're all big, nobody's little. No. And you have to say, my grandbaby is in the bed because she was in the car seat when she took up room, and that don't squish, your body kind of squishes.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, and then we had to take them home, then come back, drop off my grandbaby and my daughter, go pick her daughter up at school, and I don't even like the way they have to pick up anybody.
No, it's bad.
So I was like this, and then she's like, "Where's mom? Why didn't mom come get me?" Well, you can't. This ain't the time.
Right.
You know, if I'm coming to get you, your mom ain't here, so you can figure that out when you get home.
Yeah.
So that was where that conversation went, and so that's where we were.
Yeah, I still was like, that was just the scariest thing for me. I think, but like, and I was having a conversation with my sister last night, and I was saying, I'm not glad that any of this happened, but it did also show me and tell me just all the crap that I do in one day, and how it's like, I just do it because I don't want anybody else have to do it, and while I'm always worried about, like, if something was to happen to me, you know what I mean? What would happen? Who would be able to help me, and this and that, and so that was like, okay, this is really not good. I can never just be that way. You have to know that you have a free time, 3 days to just rest and relax and not have to do anything, because knowing that you have to function, because it's like I tell the doctors, when they ask me and they prescribe medication, and then they say, oh, well, how often do you do this? Or do you take it the way I say, well, I can't take anything in the morning time if I got to drive all day long. You know what I mean? So me knowing I have to go here, there, and this and that and all that, I can't do anything or take anything till I'm settled down and done for the day. So doing something like that when you still have things to do and you drive a lot, that was just scary. And to know that you had to, and I put the people through so much. It was so much. I was going through so much, and I was putting them through so much because I was going through. It was crazy. It just was crazy.
I guess my thing is, like I said, I don't know what made you decide to do this at the time when you ain't good with it on a normal day. And like, even if I have to take it because I can't get paid medicine or something like that, I do it at night.
Right.
So I don't have nothing to worry about. Like,
oh, it was just a dumb move. I know that. And that was nothing.
I don't know what she was doing.
That was the dumbest move ever in life. I mean, I was just like, no, don't ever. And I guess for me, it's just like, I don't even know how people can be. I guess I see when people are that way. They just out in the streets. Just out there doing, because my mind was, while things were going on in my mind, like even when I was sitting in my car going, it's cold. I know I probably should turn the car on and the heat. It's cold out here, and I'm just sitting here. I put my hoodie on, and I was sitting there like, I can't just sit here stuck. I gotta do something. But I'm like, but now I'm freezing. So I was like, I can see all these people on drugs freezing there because they just stuck. they don't know what to do. They just sit there freezing in this element. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like freezing out here. When normal, I'm like, okay, normal state of mind, you would turn your heat on, you'd be fine. But it was just like, oh my goodness, I just had to get out of that situation. And I was just like, I know I just got to get home. Because I was like, if I don't get home, I'm going to freeze out here to death anyway. I'll be like hypothermia.
Exactly.
It was just crazy. And I was like, I just got to get home, just got to get safe, got to get home, get safe. And I just felt, I did. It affected other people. But I just had to make sure, because I was like, this is affecting too many people. I was like,
Yeah.
It was. And it was just, and like you said, I didn't know what she was going through. And I felt bad because I didn't know she had her glam baby. And I was like, oh my gosh, I knew she got a glam baby, and I wouldn't have had to call her if I would have did the other stupid thing. I'm telling you. I wouldn't have had to call her at all.
You just said
I just said stay there, but I was just that panic mode, and I see how people, they get like to this high state and they're just like, what am I gonna do? Like, when they get to the high state and the anxiety kicks in, sometimes it does not, but sometimes it does. And if you have the opportunity just to rest and you don't have to worry about anything else, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell people, when other people's lives are dependent on you, you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. You can't just do what you want to do when you want to do. You know what I mean? And that was a big lesson.
It was a big blessing. But at the same time, you know, sometimes you just want to feel better that, you know, your pain oversees everything else, and you be like, okay, let me go from there. And I understand that, but I was like,
it was smart.
Silly stuff hit her that don't hit nobody. I mean, they don't even hit little babies. Like, little babies ain't even had nothing in their system. They just fresh and new. And it hit her way worse than it would hit the baby, you know. So that's why I be like, why did you do that? Because my thing at this time, because at first I thought she didn't know that somebody did it, because that's how her message came towards me. And see, in my phone doesn't make noise when I get a text message. So I have to read what she said so y'all can understand. What the heck we were going through here. So she at 10 something in the morning said, I think I got high. Yeah. I hope I can shake this. Yeah. And you like, and my first thought was, high off of what? Like some medication, you know, I don't know. And that's what I said, high off of what? And then I didn't respond to it after that, because I didn't even think about it. Because I'm thinking still like some medication, like it's probably like the muscle relaxer, sit your butt down and go to sleep. Then I guess she wrote a minute after I wrote that, because, you know, apparently my son didn't think to check it. Honey, T, I don't know what to do. I'm going to lose it all for what? And it's so good that she had called her son first, and he was like, I think she high, and she needs us to pick up the kid. And I was like, what? Why she call you and not me? You know, you ain't good at nothing to tell me nothing. So I didn't know. And then she said, after that, please find me. And I didn't know where she went until we found.
Yeah. So, well, because you knew where I was taking her somewhere.
Really, honestly, I totally forgot about you taking her somewhere, because, you know,
because she has so much going on herself. That's probably why.
Yeah, and not only that, it's like, that's her thing. Don't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, as it's your friend's situation that has, like, in my mind, I like, okay, she's doing something with a friend. Now, if somebody would have asked me, like, do you know where Joanne is by any chance? Something in my mind would have said, oh, yeah, she's taking her friend all over the place. That's it. But at that moment, when she wrote that, I was not thinking about her being over her house. I wasn't thinking about anything. So it was after I called you. And you kind of told me it was, and then I called her friend, and her friend acted like I accused her and beat her down, and I just wanted to know what kind of stuff it was.
Yeah, because I mean, and evidently, when I do these things, when these situations happen, they be the strong stuff. So it don't be like just a little bit of.
Well, sometimes it's all about how much you take too, because like yesterday, I had a little better. So I have a associate that I'm working with on business or whatever, and I don't know why people keep including me in the thing, and I haven't got into it yet because I don't trust people. They do all this, we're gonna do this, and this, and this, and then when it comes down to it, it's just me, and so I haven't put my all into it. So she wanted me to taste the butter, the first butter we made. That's when she made the decision we should do this as business partners. And then I'm supposed to taste the other one, so we got a little and put it on our steak after I cooked. The butter was on the steak, but it was little. So the piece that she gave me was about this big, and then we probably put this big each, so we still got about that much left. So that light piece didn't really do anything to me. Like, I didn't even know it had affected me until when I was laying down, my body was really relaxed. I was like, oh, this feels like a muscle relaxer. This is cool. You know, it felt really cool. So I didn't even know it had affected me because I didn't have that paranoia. I didn't have that scared, freaked out moment. I didn't have the dizziness. I didn't have nothing. I was just like, okay, because the friend was like, oh, nah, I got to make sure you have a lot. And I'm like, no, that's the thing. I don't want a lot because I don't never want to feel that way.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's cool. So Yeah.
So that amount worked out for you.
Yeah. Okay. And that'd be the amount I would probably have to give it half to you, because if that did that to me, then I need to half it for her, so then it can do the same effect to her. Because I want to be able to, and what I did too is not use indica, because indica makes you go to sleep.
Right.
And tired and drowsy and everything. And sativa, it doesn't. Yeah. It's supposed to keep you up and you should be able to function. So, but we can't use it to function like that. We have to practice that at home where we ain't got nowhere to go. Because we don't do that. We really only trying to do it to heal our body. Like, we ain't into, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I don't know why people want to be high. I don't like the feeling of high.
I don't either.
So I don't know why people want
to. It's like out of control.
That's what I don't like. I don't want to be out of control of what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's me.
And I think that's what brings on that panic for me, because I'm like, I don't have any control.
Like, I be scared to walk.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, you be dizzy, so you just.
Because I'd be like, I walk like a drunk. Like, when you're really, really drunk, and I kept, when the first time I remember when years ago, I didn't know that was going to happen.
You need even driving.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You need your puppy for driving.
No, because I should have stayed my butt there. I shouldn't have moved.
You shouldn't have.
I wasn't supposed to move.
You wasn't.
No.
And you probably could have got more calm if it was green tea, because you could just kept drinking the green tea, and she could have laid you down somewhere.
It just was, I think that was the nervousness was the time and going, okay. And see, I think in her mind, because she's probably used to people doing that, she was like, oh, you got till like 3, you cool. You'll sleep it off. You know, my mind was, you know, like, no, I gotta fight to sleep. Like, I sleep and then get up, and then I'm sleep again and get up. Because something else was like, you gotta, you know, nobody knows where you're at. You gotta tell somebody something, you know. So, and that's what I was like, it was like everything I had to do that played out in my mind before I did everything. It was just crazy. Because I knew all the things that I needed to take care of, but I was like, I can't do it. I can't.
Then why would you call Leroy over there to leave?
Oh God, to leave him. And I would, and my body was fighting that too. I'd be in the car, I'd be like this, and it's like, you gotta just stay,
just stay, just stay. Out the house?
Just stay. Cause she didn't even know I was in another house. She was, the other person was washing their clothes or something. She didn't know I was leaving out the house. She, cause I just hopped up from she ran out. I just left. And I didn't even know how I got there. I didn't, because even I knew I felt like, I was like, I know I'm looking crazy, and like, I know I'm walking like a drunk person, looking weird. But I just get in the car. You know, so I was cold, put my hoodie on, and I was just in the car, fall asleep. And I wake up, fall asleep. And I go, you're not supposed to go nowhere. You're supposed to stay right here. You're not supposed to go nowhere. You're not supposed to go nowhere. And I was like, that was just, that was the most horrible. I was a horrible, I just needed to sleep that off. Sleep, I just like, that's all I gotta do is sleep it off. But I will say, like people say, if I just had that opportunity to be like that and sleep, I really felt it healing my body. I really feel it working. So I do feel like there's something that goes on with that stuff, that it gets in your body and it starts attacking those places that ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really feel, like I said, it felt like when I took the Aristotle stuff.
Yeah, but
it was like, once I started feeling it, I was feeling it going to those places, you know? But also I needed to, if I was just to have day book and rest and sleep, boom, you know what I mean? And just do that, then I would have been fine. But that was just not. Whew, y'all.
She was gone.
And it's just
and
like,
I had to call.
But I just feel so. To know that I felt the way I felt, and to know that people are out in the world on drugs, that scares me. Because it's like that. To know that.
But the thing about it is, the more you do it, the more your body gets used to it, and it doesn't affect you the same way.
Okay.
You know, so that's why there's people that's working and be on drugs and stuff, because they done got used to it. And they're functioning drug addicts.
Yeah.
And other ones that just don't give a F, and just because they just quit and get tired. They do it differently.
Yeah. All I know is, Like even today, I probably need to order my groceries and have them delivered because I don't think. Me trying to go to the store right now, no. Don't think that's a good thing right now. Yeah, I just think, and for me, I think it works like for like days. You know what I mean? It takes days and it works. You know, and if I'm able just to relax. But I think too, my anxiety is the way it is because it's that time of year and I feel like there's so much I gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we gotta do stuff. We gotta get ready for a bazaar. We got all kinds of stuff that we need to do, and I'm just gonna be, we're gonna have a talk conversation. If you guys are in business, please try to have like a reliable form of communication. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I know a lot of times we try to save money, and we have like a lot of times, sometimes like they offer you free phones sometimes, but you know, them things don't be working the right. You know, like when you really need them and whatever. Because I tell you, I've been trying to do business with this person. Just communicate, and it's so hard. And I know where the person lives. It's no problem. I can and they don't live really far from me, so it's not a big deal. But my whole thing is I mean, when I'm trying for days and days to try to get a hold of you, because time flies, y'all. And we know Christmas is going to be right here. And we got stuff that we need to do. And I got to make sure, because I'm mad at myself for this episode that I got. But my mind is going, okay, well, I got to stay on everybody and make sure they're doing what they're doing. I sure got to stay on my son, Sirach, because I tell him to do these certain things. And then a lot of times I tell her so she can tell him too, so we can be multiply going on him. But then I don't want them to take a long time for me to do. So I tell him, if I need you to do this, I need you to do this, because I know that's going to come up. We got to be telling everybody we're going to be here, Because everybody who's doing anything right now for Christmas or any Christmas bazaars, it's all over, It's all over Instagram, all over Facebook, whatever. So everybody knows what's going on and where the things are happening at. So I needed to get those things outside.
And that was the funny part too, because we came back, we was like, we're going to go pick up my daughter, come back, we got 2 videos to do, and then we're going to make the flyers and we're going to post them. And this is how we're going to learn how to get our marketing skills up right here, and blah, 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 blah.
And that's what I did.
And then she called. And we like this. So everything was out the window because I was like,
and did you mix that on the song?
He couldn't do anything.
Oh, he hadn't even, okay. I thought he did it beforehand.
No, he was working on the videos and stuff beforehand. So then it went so by so fast that we just was like, okay, we're going to do everything when we get back.
Kind of like that day I was here and then the whole day was just shot because he had the key and that was just, man, I wasn't fresh.
Yeah, so then that's what we were. There was nothing going on.
So yeah, but unfortunately life happens, because sometimes if it happening to you, life be happening to you and life be happening to me, and we be like, okay.
You can't control a lot of stuff, so just gotta work with it.
That would, y'all, I'm telling y'all, say no to drugs. Just say no. Because if that little funky thing did that to me, I don't want to know that other stuff out there doing to people.
You gotta understand, you're very lightweight. So
I am very. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would be scared. I would be like those people that you give somebody a drug one time and they go crazy and then they don't ever get back. They just be like,
yeah, but that's crazy. Not weed.
I know. I just don't want to. That's what was so scary.
Huh? Just don't try nothing else.
Oh yeah, I would never.
Weed is really good for health wise. Just to get. Because we are not a person that do it all of it. And edibles are stronger than smoking.
And see, the thing is, that's the only way I can take it is that way.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. So,
I can't smoke it, so.
That's why you do it when you get home.
Yeah, because that stuff, man.
And then you don't care if you have anything else to do because you're home and all your kids are home.
Everybody's safe, so, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, so I just left Sirach with her and we called it a day.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, he's staying home. I was like,
we already knew he needed to watch the kids.
Yeah, he didn't watch. He was doing the same stuff.
No,
he didn't do nothing.
The whole reason he was there is to watch
No, and then I barely seen him. I seen him one time. I looked, and I seen him. And he had his robe on. He came out and he went back. And I think he left a mess because I think Leroy had to. Yeah, I think he had to clean up whatever pan he used or something. Because I think he must have made him something to eat. I don't know. But I was like, I felt bad because it was like everybody was on their own. And remember I told you how Swag would cook and cook for us? Everybody was hungry. Nobody ate. Nobody ate. And Leroy didn't get back till later because he went shopping and stuff. So he was like, okay, I got these pork chops. You know, he called me, told me. And so I was like, okay, but I was like looking at the time, like, it's getting late. And they telling me they're hungry. So then they finally was like, okay. Then they started just trying to figure out for themselves, we got to eat something. And then I think Creative just said, forget it. I don't think she even ate anything. Because she was like, she just kept saying, I'm hungry. She kept thinking I was going to get up and cook. And I was like, what is wrong with you? I can't. I just kept making sure they gave me bottles of water. Because I was like, oh, the cotton mouth was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was bad. And so I just kept, just give me water and then I would fall back asleep. And I finally moved into my chair last night. I said, okay, good, I could just sleep through the rest of the night. And then, I know I probably was being mean, but and, you know, a couple people check on me, but, you know, that's about it. I was just like, I just let me just get past it because it's embarrassing. I felt embarrassed. I think that was more so than anything.
You felt embarrassed?
I mean, the people that are involved, I feel embarrassed, you know, but.
Why?
Well, we already know, we got Miss Thing over here all in her feelings. And then, the main ones, you know, she knows, so she was cool because she knew what was going on, so it was no big deal. She handled that real well, you know, because she knew, you know. And that's why I could tell people be knowing.
I wish I knew her number because then I could have just said, is there something we can do to help her? Because that's all I asked was like, what did you get? I didn't say anything. I didn't blame nobody. I just said, is there anything I could do to help get her back to normal? Because she's losing it. When I finally read my text and she said, please find me, I knew she was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, how am I going to find you if you don't know where you at?
I just knew the streets. That's all I told Eric. I just told him the street.
Yeah, I didn't think any of this was mentioned. All I heard was, all she wrote was, and that was the last text, please find me. I'm like, that would be my next one. Find you where? Where are you? I don't think I'm going to be able just to guess where you at. Where are you? Please find me. I was like, she's coming, y'all. She's coming. Because I wanted her to try the oils that we were doing, but I knew, like, a little. Like, just sprinkle a little on your noodles and sprinkle a little. Because I don't think I could say about the butter and the oil. The oil is bomb.
Is it?
Yeah, and so we're making an original one that don't have it, but the oil is bomb. And you can't taste the difference. You can see probably the difference from when we make the original to the other one. You'll see the difference in look, but the flavor was so good. It just needed salt. That's all we're saying. The way the flavor is.
So is it cooking oil or is it?
Yeah, it's cooking. It's olive oil.
Okay.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
And so that was like, yeah, okay, this is good. So I guess we're gonna make the regular rosemary stuff, but
rosemary oil?
It was rosemary garlic oil. Okay. She's like, okay, we're gonna make original. Yeah, whatever. Good. I put on some bread. All I need was sprinkle salt on that bad boy.
So what, did you put seasonings in there or anything? Or?
There's rosemary and garlic and then the leaf. It was good. That's good.
I know I gotta get over here and make the tincture before the holiday show.
Yeah.
I gotta get over here. But that's good. So you guys is getting the used to the machine and stuff?
Yeah, so I hate to try to plug it in.
Oh.
And then it was tripping after we made the butter, the rosemary. I don't know if it's the way I left the rosemary in there that it was tripping, but it was tripping.
How did you know? What did it do?
It wouldn't go.
Oh.
Like it'll start for 2 minutes and then it was done. And then it would start for 2 minutes and would arrow out and start for 2 minutes. And so about an hour later, it finally went through all the way. But it could have been because I looked at stem. I just put the rosemary in there with the stem.
Oh, okay.
I really wanted the flavor of the rosemary in there. I didn't want you to smell it. That was
I probably don't want to smell nothing.
Only you would be able to smell it. Only you have that crazy thing in you.
And I did smell it, like in the beverage that I had. It was a hot beverage, just some tea, right? You could smell it.
See, when I got honey, you can't smell it.
So I'm.
I don't know. But like I said, you got that sensitive nose that
But no, this person's stuff is very potent, so I will say that, and known for being potent. So, oh yeah.
My stuff is potent, and then you can't smell it.
That looks nice. That's great. It smells good. It smells real garlicky.
Rosemary.
Yeah, that's not that. That'd be some really good cooking oil. Yep, that'd be good. Oh, is that in there? What is it?
Also, the grinder, like the.
Okay.
I don't know what to call it, resin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you just have to shake it up.
Yeah, it's only really too much. I think it's mainly in that one and mine.
That has the bottom.
That one's D's.
This one is?
And
then this one's got to be strong, because it's got a lot of stuff.
It's not though, doesn't it? It tastes like rosemary garlic.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying, but the strength.
So I was going to make popcorn with it later on today.
Oh, okay.
To see how it is when we cook the popcorn in the oil.
Oh, my goodness.
And see how it is. Because I just got, like I said, a light film, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, this is hers.
That's nice.
And then we're going to put the rose, that's how we're going to have them all, even the original ones, but yeah. And then we're going to do the honey. I don't know how to do honey yet, but she's into wanting to do honey. To each his own, I guess.
Has she come up with a name or anything?
We had, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's called, let me give it a second. It's going to hit me in a minute.
Okay.
Ladies Magic Potion, I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah. Ladies Magic
Potion, all right, y'all. And I think too, one of the things that was so bad is I didn't eat at all. I don't know if
it's not alcohol. It's not alcohol.
Does that?
It's not alcohol.
But I didn't.
But it's not alcohol.
It penetrated.
No, it's not alcohol.
It penetrated to it. I didn't have to prove it my sister. Cause I have no food. I had
if I could get some bread or something.
That's all I was like, I gotta eat something, do something.
Get some bread or something.
Something. Oh my gosh. And then it was like, the person said, oh, like they were like, you're welcome to get, if you need to eat, because the person was like, I think I remember you saying something about diabetes, so if you need to eat, well, I can't do it. I can't make it. I couldn't do it. She was like, I could get up and make it. They didn't know how gone I was. It wasn't happening. Oh, man.
Well, we also wanted to let everybody know. Oh, I didn't even see you guys on here. Hello.
Oh.
Fondue Sports. Oh, bye, Fondue Sports. You say hello.
Bye. Hello, bye.
We're also going to be changing up. We're trying to figure out our YouTube channel before it grows any further, what we want to do. So, because we're both givers, she gives differently than I do. She's more of an outreach giver. I'm more of the behind the scenes giver. I don't want to be seen.
Outreach giver. What do you mean?
I don't, and it's just what it is. I don't like to be seen. And I think a lot of it is because I do not know how to take, and she doesn't either though. I do not know how to take a thank you when I'm giving.
Okay.
Like I just want to give but I don't know how to, when they go, oh, thank you, and then they want to give you hugs, and I'll be like my arms squished because you're hugging me, but I'm not, and I feel sometimes the way I do that, it might be offensive to somebody, and I don't want it to be offensive to nobody, so, it is what it is.
But how am I a giver, out, or giver? What do you mean? I don't be trying to be seen, nobody reporting me, give.
This doesn't make you outward.
What do you mean?
Like you got people know that you're giving. Like a lot of people don't know that I'm giving. Like it happens. I give it to you and you don't even know. Can't even find out it's me. And it isn't wrong with either givers.
Because I don't know. She's doing the secrets, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's either one is fine. Like she's out there broadcasting here. Everybody I'm giving to, she love over here. No, it's not like that. I'm just saying you're more contact. I touch you physically, contact person, and I'm more
because I'm always out and about.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm always out and about.
Yeah. And like you like, I feel like when people want me to give to them, it's because they see what I have. Mm. You know what I mean? And I don't like that, so I try to keep what I have.
Now, I did have this conversation with the person who's probably mad at me now, but whatever. Yesterday, because I was trying to explain something to, I've had this conversation with somebody else as well, because this is the thing. Hey, I'm Joe Blow, and I'm sitting here, and I said, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do this. I want to start a business or whatever. And then I just start doing the little steps I need to do to get the business rolling and whatever, right? And so then I go do the LLC thing. I get pay my own money, give my name, and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm out there. I'm doing what I need to do. Everybody knows, hey, this is her. She's doing this stuff. She's got this business, whatever. Do not assume. Please do not assume. Because this is what a lot of people is doing, and this is what's happening. And people are losing a lot of their blessings and stuff that way too, I would say, because people are assuming. They assume once you have a business that you got money all of a sudden. They see once you go out and you try to be all advertised on Facebook or Instagram or da-da-da. So I got my logo because I'm going to do my business. I got my name and I got my logo. And then I put my logo on my products. I got to show you what I got in order to get you to buy it. Now all of a sudden you think because, oh, she got this, da, da, da. Oh, she doing real good, da, 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 da. She's selling other. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know if I got a pocket piss in another. There's a lot. I've been finding out about a lot of famous people that thought they assumed that they was living in a mansion, they living in a car. Just they just started. You know what I'm saying? They just starting. So don't assume. Because we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in our business. So of course it's gonna look, when we're advertising and doing whatever we do. We got good. Especially we got a good product. We know it's good. But that don't mean once you just immediately start that you've arrived. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that they're gonna be roller coaster ride up and down all the time. Yeah. To try to in this business thing, and people out there think as soon as you put your stuff out there, oh, she got money. Oh, she okay. I don't have to help her. She don't need no help because she's doing good. She got her own business. She fine. No, you don't know that. Just because somebody has a business does not mean that they are financially set. Yeah. And you guys have to understand that. And so a lot of people are doing that. Now, sometimes it may work, it may benefit if somebody thinks that of you. And you may not have nothing and they think you already, so that may open doors in other areas because they think, okay, she got it going on, da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. That's what, it worked out the way you thought. But the people out there assuming that you got this, and that, and then they never help you, or they just have the handout, thinking that you always can help and do when you don't barely got nothing. And a lot of times with your business, the money is going back into the business anyway. So anything coming your way is going right back into your business, and so you still don't have. Because you could be like that one little bit of money is what you may need to go that's holding this little production of this your product or whatever. Oh, I may need some bottles or whatever, but I ain't got no money for my bottles. I gotta wait for this money to come in, and then I get the money, and then I can buy my bottles. And now I can package it up. Preaching. And now I can do this.
But you gotta buy your label.
Yeah, but people don't. All the money goes into it.
You gotta do this, and you gotta.
And if the money ain't readily there, you just stuck into the crumbs.
And then people act like you ain't trying to do your business.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, we gotta start hustling and flowing. Like we gonna. Hopefully starting I would say this week, but I doubt it since, we slowing down. It's already Wednesday. But we're going to start getting our business and start going places and promoting our business and promoting our stuff. I also want to, while we're doing this here real quick, I got my little flyer with
stuff on it.
I want to get one done for the Royal Kingdom.
Yep.
You guys, if I don't get on the Royal Kingdom stuff, it's not going to get done. They look at me like I'm crazy. I keep telling them I can't do it by myself because I'm retarded sometimes.
No, I just see all over the place. I'm retarded, just like, I'm looking at you, look, this is destroyed, I can't. That's horrible. Oh my gosh.
But anyway, we got to go. It's nice seeing you. We are changing our stuff up to be able to promote. That's how I didn't finish. To promote.
Oh, okay.
They're promoting, we're going to first start promoting our stuff, and then if people want us to promote, then we promote, and there's going to be tasks of what we do if we promote, like you need to have people come to our page as we promote, like that's how we're doing it. So I figured it out all in my head. In my head, it makes sense. Kind of, but when it comes out of my mouth, I do not know how to word it correctly. But it's all about, like, if I promote your business, then I want you to get people to subscribe to our channel and watch our videos and stuff like that, and then you can get, once we get so many people, then we will promote yours, and then you double it up. But, that's how we're going to do it. Promote. We're givers in that way, but we don't have the money, but we can give.
And that is a big gift.
That is.
Especially if you're somebody, that's what I find out. And I do it all the time because I know I may not have the finances to, or the thing about it is there would be somebody that I know that may have the finances you need. So I'm going to share your stuff. And if somebody sees it or whatever, that person will be able to help. And even people have been going through a lot of stuff. They have things that are going on. They need money. I'll share it if I don't physically have the money myself to do it. And I'll be like, oh my God, this is so horrible. But I can't help this way. If I'm sharing it out, somebody else is going to have something that's going to be able to help.
That's what we're kind of going to start doing. Because we're going to do that and do our music videos and all that. That's going to be on our channel. Something very simple and easy to do. And I know me and Zara can do some shout outs like that. I know me and you can do some bomb commercials and stuff like that. We're just going to have to get on our A game. And that's what we're about to do now is talk business. So I don't want to just leave it all up to you guys. You guys are going to start seeing the new and approved. We're going to go back to doing our questions on here. I just wanted just to talk things out and do what we do best. So we will talk to you guys later. We love you all and thank you for watching our show and listening to us on the podcast on the Talk It Out Show. And we will see you guys later too.